And the other thing about scaling questions is sometimes it's so easy to help somebody go up a half a point. So for instance, if you start out and you say, well, I'm a 6.5. And the other person says, well, what can I do to help maybe you go up a half a point? It could be stop yelling. It could be help our son with his homework. It could be put snow tires on my car. It could be fill up my gas tank on Friday like you used to do. And one of the ones I really always I heard more than once, when I ask a man, how would you know if your marriage was getting better? He would look at his wife and say, she would cook a meatloaf. So it's all in here. All these little things go together to help you move up on the scale. Once you get up on the scale, put the book back in the bookcase, and then next time, pull it out, try it again. You know, one thing that people don't really realize a lot of times, that men and women are really very different in a lot of ways. For one thing, men like to solve problems and fix things. Well, it's very hard for him to understand how upset his wife is when she's just upset. I mean, is she upset like really bad, or just a little bit, or is just in a bad mood that time? And so he doesn't understand a lot of those things. And the best thing for a man to understand is put a number on it. 1 to 10, here's how upset I am. You know, I mean, this makes me a 2. Well, then she's really upset. Or, you know, she says, well, it could be a little better. You know, it's not really that big a deal, but I thought I'd mention it. You know, my marriage is a 9. I'll tell you from experience, it's pretty nice when you ask your spouse where they are and they tell you a 9.5. I mean, if you can get to a 9.5, you are cruising. And so to have your spouse say like she's a 9.5, or for him to say he's a 9.5, that means a lot. And when I do, when I do marriage enrichment things, and we get into this discussion that, well, you know, really 7.5 or 8 is only a little over a C. That's like a C+. And somebody always say, well, I don't want to be satisfied there. I'm going for the whole thing. I want to be right up there in the A+. Well, here's your answer. Here's how to get to an A.